Hello, all. This is Dr. Shilpi Reddy, and yet another Sunday with a Sunday topic. Today, we're going to talk about something really, really important, what affects our day to day life. And being attentive, being happy, being productive is everybody's interest. And living in present is really, really important because today, now, the moment doesn't come back. And every day you live for the day, definitely, you will have that happiness quotient running in you. And to live a life of happiness, satiety, and content, you definitely have to be very alert, very attentive, and very present to the mind of state. Whatever. Present to the state of present in the state of mind. And you know, I have seen so many of them, especially people who are above 35 and 40 years, struggling with their self, uh, struggling to remember things, struggling to control over their days, struggling to improve their quality of life. Yet they are living every day as if one day passes and the other day comes. If somebody wants to live every day with passion, definitely they have to be more alert and more brain sharp. And this is our topic for today. How do we have brain sharpening skills in our day-to-day life? And yes, it is important to have brain sharpening skills because you're not young always. And aging perspective, everybody hits aging someday or the other. Especially when you cross 40, you have a lot of confusion, you have a lot of, so many things to handle, and you will not be able to fulfill every bit of it. And there are people who write down things, make lists, and follow according to the list. But uh, this is not, this talk is not about people who are perfect. This talk is for somebody who wants to reach to the state of perfection and wants to do something in their life which will not confuse them and which will help them overall in their future endeavors. And this is not for somebody who's perfect and all rounder and all that, but yes, it is for every common person who has a little bit of confusion and wants to clear that confusion. And how to sharpen your brain and how to sharpen your skills is an art in itself. But over a period of time, what I have listed in my thoughts, in my procedures, in my day-to-day activities, in whatever I have learned through books or talks or seminars or influenced by people, I'll be able to tell you. And brain is something that has to be given challenges every day, and you have to give it enough work. Otherwise, there is no work. It's an empty box of nothing, and you have lots of problems coming from it. And when you have to think about listing of things and solving of things, this is basically for listless people. There is no list in them, and they just run on a everyday routine basis. And there are so many hormonal imbalances that come to you, especially women, uh, perimenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal, before your periods, after your periods. There are so many of them hitting hormonal imbalances. This is also for them because they are also on the side that is a little bit of suffering added to it. And now we're going to talk about one by one that how you can sharpen your brain and how you can sharpen your skills. Over a period of few years, last 20 years, I have been looking into subjects of nature, subjects of living and natural living, and what do you call it, as sustainable living. And the closer you are towards sustainable living, the happier you will be eventually, because artificial things give you happiness then and there, but in the long run, definitely it is not going to give you that kind of happiness what natural living will give you. And if you have to talk about brain sharpening skills, the more closer you are towards nature, the more closer you are towards our ancestral traditions, the more sharper your brain will be. For example, if you walk on barefoot in a place where there is little bit of soil and mud and or greenery or grass, that definitely improves your overall well-being. This I have learned it from one of my guru, and I have learned this, and whenever possible I remove my slippers and I walk on the ground barefoot, or on the grass, or on the soil, or wherever possible, because that is how we are attached to our mother earth. And the energies from your body go into the soil, and energies from the soil come into you. So this is one of the method how you can energize your body, and also how you can be close to nature and get benefits of health, well-being, positivity, and you will also have a feeling of a lot of well-being. And this is one of the things that I practice when I am upset, or I have some challenges to do. I just remove my shoes or slippers and I just walk on the ground. I get that good vibes, and I feel that it is really working. You also try and just see how your body gets energized, and how you have so much of capacity in problem solving, and day to day life, charging your own self. And there are lots and lots of evidences that if you do meditation or yoga or surya namaskars, or anything that relaxes your body, mind, and soul. So it should be your body, mind, and soul relaxation techniques that will help you with your brain sharpening skills. It can be as simple as sitting in silence for 15-20 minutes and thinking, and feeling your own breath. And it is as simple as doing a surya namaskar every day morning, or it is as simple as doing any yoga asanas to improve your blood supply, to an extent that even if you do the brain stimulation yoga, the squats, you catch your ear like this with your alternate hands, sit, squat, and get up, and squat and get up. Even these we call gunjilu in Telugu. And this also improves your attention skills, improves your brain function, and also improves your daily metabolic activities, and it improves the supply to brain. And your brain sharpening skills are really tested, and it gives a lots and lots of positivity in the overall when you do regularly. So as simple as squats, as simple as yoga. Squats are called a super brain yoga, wherein if kids, even in my childhood, not in my school, but yes, in villages and all, the headmasters and teachers make the children squat and do the super brain yoga, what we call now, whenever the students are not listening, or whenever they feel that they are lagging behind. So this is one of the method of sharpening your brain, and this is proven beyond doubt. So this is another good way how you can strengthen your brain. And when I was listening to some of the talks of people, randomly I was hit with one of very important, a tip to sharpen your brain. This is reciting tables. That's why probably when we were small, we used to recite two ones are two, two twos are four, two fours are eight, and all these things. So table reciting can also sharpen your brain and sharpen your skills. So this way, for somebody who is above 30, above 35, for younger children, maybe that 2 table or 10 table or 12 table or 14 table will do. But for people who have crossed 30, 35, 40, you have to recite the higher tables, maybe 48 into 2, like that. So maybe 75 into 2, or 75 into 5, like that. So the more amount of exercise that you give to your brain, especially the mathematical exercises, like doing these tables and constantly doing them whenever you have free time. That gives a skill that sharpens your brain. So this also I got a tip. This is also one of the tip I got from some talks that I was listening, and I felt it really really useful. And uh, if you have to talk about further, there is so much of fatigue that is associated with aging. And the more amount you age, the more amount of fatigue comes in, and you won't understand that it is fatigue that is causing your jitteriness or anger or mood swings and all that. You can't be as fit as 20 and 30 when you're 40 and 50. So, to fight the fatigue, if you can strengthen your brain skills, definitely it is going to be a very useful thing. And whenever you're close to nature, your skills and your, the capability of your brain to comprehend and understand and sharpen becomes more and more, functioning. And another tip I wanted to tell you is, the closer that you are towards nature. So if you're not having any work, you sit in a park, you can sit idle, and you can watch the greenery, you can watch the sky, you can watch the birds, you can watch the flowers, anything that gives color to the eye. Anything that gives color to the eye is causing some kind of a stimulation. And when there is positive stimulation, it is definitely going to strengthen your brain. So this also, I had one talk, a great person who was talking about this, and I in fact experimented. Whenever we go to the countryside, or whenever say for example, whenever I go to my village, I get so charged up for the next 15 days or so, that I have so much of energy to do things, and so much of innovative thoughts that I get. So it is one way of charging your brain, one way of strengthening your brain, by visual stimulation, by the colors of nature, by the look of nature, the beauty of nature. So this is also one of the method that you can stimulate your brain, and you can strengthen your brain skills. And it might be impractical when I tell all these things, but yes, I have experimented on this very much, and I have had lots of uh, benefits with it, especially people with wavering mind, fatigue, and loss of interest in life. If you do these kind of things, these are very small things, small tips in life, but definitely they will help you. And you can choose whatever you want. It is not that you have to do everything, but whatever you do on a regular basis, so that that benefits can be seen, and that you can reap the benefits and really really strengthen your brain skills. Because brain has innumerable capacity to expand whatever possible. Whatever technology that has come now, it is only by human brain. Then you can understand how much capacity human brain has, and you all that you have to do is kind of stimulate it the right way for the right benefits. And this is all about Sunday tip, and I'll come back to you tomorrow morning with Superfood Super Mornings. And goodbye for today, and a happy weekend and happy Sunday.